Do you want to feel more connected with your inner strength and freedom? Well, today you're going to learn how to connect with your wolf spirit guide and be able to obtain this. The wolf spirit animal is a powerful teacher for learning to tap into your intuition, leadership, and freedom. There is a detailed, longer YouTube video of how the wolf can help you and what it can teach you, which I will link later on in this video. But for now, let's explore how you can start tapping into the wolf's energies right now. Step one, take time in nature. Wolves are wild creatures, and that is where they are. They are in the wild and in the nature. So it's best for you to start taking the time out of your daily life or even weekly life to start spending some time in nature. That could look like taking some walks through your city's park. It could also just be taking some time to sit there and listen to the wind and the creatures, the birds and the animals playing, even the wind whistling through the trees. You really want to take that time and honor it so that the wolf spirit guide can show itself more easily and be more presentable for you, and that you can actually connect to it on a deeper level. During your time in the nature, you want to be allowing yourself to envision yourself running free just like a wolf would. Now, this might look like perhaps you taking a run if you're a very fitness person. Or the other thing, too, is allowing your imagination to run free and wild so that you can start creating things in an easier way, just like the wolf would. It would trust his intuition and just go for it. Step two, you want to meditate with the wolf. Now, this can look like in many different ways. Like I mentioned in step one, that you could do it when you're in nature, but perhaps being in nature is not always the best time, especially if you live in places like I do where it's winter and it's minus 40 and you don't really want to be outside. That is a-okay. There is other ways to bring in nature, such as like having plants around you. But, anyways, that's besides the point. Meditating with the wolf, you can also do it indoors, just like you can do it outside. By meditating with your wolf, you're going to be able to learn more about what your wolf is all about, which I do go into way more detail through my guided meditation with the wolf, which again, I'll be linking in later so that you can check that video out too, so that you can get closer to your wolf. Because the more that you meditate with your wolf, the more you communicate with your wolf, the bond is going to get stronger and stronger. When you are meditating with the wolf, you really want to be feeling it right beside you. Feel its wild side, feel its strength, feel its loyalty to its community and to itself. These are ways when you start taking actions from the meditations that you have with your wolf and you start applying them into your daily life, it's going to bring you closer and closer with your wolf spirit guide. Step three, use affirmations that the wolf is trying to teach you along its path. Two teachings that are super huge when the wolf is trying to teach you is to stand in your truth and to trust your intuition. So, two affirmations would look like, I trust my intuition without hesitation, and I stand strong in my truth. Now, the thing with mantras is that it is best said in the morning to just start your day off perfect in a sense, even though that word doesn't really exist, but let's continue. And the other thing to do is to say it 3 times in a row. And the best thing to do as well is to say it out loud. So you're going to be saying these out loud 3 times in a row so that you really magnetize that intention and mantra inside of you and really honor the wolf with you. You also want to be thinking of the wolf. When you're saying these, you can either have your eyes open or you can have them closed while you're saying them, just so that you can, whatever is easiest for you to be able to imagine the wolf by your side when you're saying these things. Now, side note, if you feel like an imposter when you're saying these mantras or intentions, you really want to be asking yourself, why are you feeling like that? And just to keep going with the flow. The wolf, when you're meditating with the wolf, you could be asking questions like, why does this feel so icky inside of me? And the wolf is going to definitely be able to help guide you through releasing those limiting belief systems, which is also something that the wolf is amazing for, and then be able to help you get into the new belief system and the one that actually honors your truth, which is that you should be able to trust your intuition without any hesitation and be able to stand in your truth strong and with a lot of confidence. So the wolf can really help you with these things if you're having a problem with them, but the The main thing with mantras is that when you actually start saying them, typically we're saying them because of the fact that something that we're looking forward to have one day. So it may feel a little off at the beginning, but just trust the process and continue at least doing it for 21 days. And I promise you, you're going to start feeling different. The best way to do this too is to start journaling so you can actually see what everything is all about and how everything is changing so you can actually look back and see the evidence. We are cute as humans. If we don't see evidence, we typically won't believe anything changed or anything happened in our lives when truly something has happened, if it be small or big. So make sure to be journaling and honoring the wolf during that time as well. Step 4, the wolf always encourages you to stand strong and be confident and to always face adversity no matter what. So when you are faced with a challenge in your day in, day out life, it is best to always ask for the wolf spirit guide to be with you because they're going to tell you to trust yourself, to listen to your intuition, and to move forward and take action. That is how a wolf lives and survives and thrives in the wild. They don't just stand there and wait for things to happen. Or if a challenge presents itself, it doesn't just go like, okay, well, I'm just going to stand here now. It does something. It makes an action. It doesn't attack. It goes for the hunt, whatever it is faced up with. The other thing too is there's times where perhaps you're faced with a challenge and you're not going to actually remember in that exact instant to ask for the wolf to be with you, and that's okay. The one thing that you really, really want to be focusing on is to be having awareness around the situation. So the more times you're aware that you didn't have the wolf there and you're like, oh, next time I'm going to remember this, is going to help you be able to actually, when you're faced with a challenge, to ask for that wolf to be there instantly and be able to take its guidance like that. And it's all just natural and flowing through you. So that's a huge thing that the wolf can teach you. You just got to put the work in. Now, the one thing is that if you are a people pleaser, the wolf is a huge, huge animal spirit guide that can definitely help you with this and move past it. Like I said earlier, is that the wolf is amazing at being able to remove limiting belief systems and be able to replace them with new ones that actually serve your purpose and your truth. So you want to be making sure that if you're running up against any walls, even say, let's say you're not a people pleaser, but you're running up against another wall that you're like, oh, I just can't do this. Make sure to ask for the wolf to be with you, and you will find that you're going to be able to surpass that challenge with the wolf beside you. Now that you've learned how to connect with your inner wolf spirit guide and different ways of doing it, you might want to actually learn more about that wolf spirit guide and all the different things that it can do for you, which you're going to want to be doing in the top video here. But also, if you're wanting to just go deeper into it and get instant access to your wolf spirit guide, you're going to want to check out this video down here, which is going to be a guided meditation for you to connect with your wolf spirit guide.